welcome to the first in a series of short little films that will help you get started with painting. So first we're going to start with backgrounds for acrylic painting. I'm assuming that you're going to have your equipment, which is your palette, paint, a large brush or a palette knife, and finally some kitchen roll. So now that we've got our equipment, our first rule is keep it simple. We don't want a cluttered background or we won't be able to see what we're really going to paint over the top. And also we have to remember our light source. Is it coming from your left, your right, above, in front? Think carefully, because that's how you will need to apply your paint. So today I'm going to have my light source coming from this side. I'm going to do a very simple background using just the brush. I'm not mixing my paints on the palette, I'm going to mix my paint on the canvas paper. Here we go. You'll notice that I've got a surround on the paper, which means that when I take it off I'll have a nice neat edge. If you're using a canvas, of course you won't have that problem. All my strokes are going in one direction. Even though the background isn't even, it makes a better style of background. Mixing colours on your canvas or your canvas paper is much more satisfying than trying to mix them on your palette, and you get a more pleasing background as a result. Here we are, you've got your first background done with a large brush, no water, your paint and brush strokes going in one direction. Our second method is going to be watering down our acrylic paint and then using a little spray of water, watching it settle, and you get some nice pleasing results, and this is how it works. The colour might seem intense to start with. You don't have to worry about that. It's quick to do. Now I'm going to put my palette down, my brush in water. Now I'm going to use my little bottle of just plain water and spray into my background and watch it run. I can help it along a bit if I want. Gradually your colour will fade as it goes down. It's messy, but it works beautifully. Now we go on to the third method, and for this I'm using just a palette knife. It's a nice bendy one. It's entirely up to you how soft and bendy you have your palette knife. And you need to practice quite a lot with these, but it's good fun. You need lots of paint. I'm starting off with white, although it has a bit of blue and green in it. And moving across my paper. I'm adding more white to any colour I put in the background so it doesn't take over. So here we are, we've nearly finished. Right, our last method is putting paint on and taking it off again by different means. So we need to thin our paint down a little bit to start with. Notice that when I'm doing all my backgrounds, I don't use lots and lots of colours. I limit my colours to 2, 3, possibly 4. Which is all you really need when you're doing a background. A slightly more intense colour, I think, down here. And then we'll see what happens. Any method with acrylic painting is going to be a little serendipitous. You're never quite sure what's going to happen, but that's the fun of painting. So here we go. I'm now taking off a lot of the colour I put on and making a kind of marble effect background. And there you have it. Easy. So here we are, the end of our first little demonstration. Have fun, and remember that I'm working at the Jonathan Art Centre. My name's Liz Hurstel. If you want to come for a weekend, we'd love to see you. And if you'd like to have a look at the website, it's www.jac, which is JAC.net.au. Good painting.